Today, we're diving into a whole stack of new tech developments. I mean, everything from making drugs way up in space to phones that fold like 3 ways, and, how AI is really shaking things up with content, and even problem solving in areas like math. So our mission for you today, it's really to pull out the most important bits, maybe give you those aha moments, help you cut through all the noise and really get a sense of where tech is heading, like right now. We'll be hitting space biotech, some big moves on AI content rules, really cutting-edge hardware, and AI tackling mathematics. So first up, Varda Space. This is pretty wild stuff. They're a California startup, and they just landed a surprising amount of money, $187 million, Series C funding.
Wow, $187 million, that's serious capital.
It really is. And their whole idea is, making pharmaceuticals in orbit.
In orbit.
Yeah, the core concept is using microgravity, the lack of gravity, to create drug breakthroughs that are just, impossible down here on Earth.
Right, that makes sense for certain processes.
Their vision, fully automated factories floating around in low Earth orbit. And then capsules that bring the finished drugs back down.
Okay, capsules. So re-entry is obviously a big piece of this puzzle.
Exactly. But what are maybe the biggest engineering hurdles or just logistical headaches you think they face trying to scale this whole thing up?
Yeah, that's a really good question because, the science sounds almost sci-fi, right? But the engineering challenges are very, very real. I'd say the number one hurdle is probably perfecting that re-entry, making sure those, delicate drug payloads get back safely and accurately.
Precision matters there, I bet.
Absolutely. But the truly fascinating part, scientifically, it's how zero gravity or microgravity lets them create much purer crystal structures. And it opens the door for totally new chemical reactions, things that just don't work the same way with gravity messing things up.
So like Betty drugs or totally new ones?
Both, potentially. Imagine stabilizing a drug that usually degrades too fast on Earth, maybe for Parkinson's or something like that, or discovering entirely new compounds because they can only form properly without gravity's interference, without those impurities creeping in.
Okay, that's huge potential.
It is. And Varda's going to use this new funding to build a, I think it's a 10,000 square foot lab in California.
Right.
That's where the scientists will figure out which compounds benefit most from being made up there. And look, this isn't just a pipe dream. They've actually flown missions. 3 successful ones since 2023.
Already? Okay.
Yeah, and they've got, I think, 4 more planned just for this year.
Yeah.
So they're constantly testing and refining that whole process.
Yeah.
Especially the return trip. If you step back and look at the bigger picture, Varda and, competitors like Space Pharma and Redwire, they're really making space the next frontier for biotech, becoming a battleground.
A biotech space race, almost.
Kind of, yeah. And the stakes are massive. We're talking about potentially unlocking breakthrough drugs we can't make otherwise, speeding up development times drastically, and creating whole new categories of intellectual property, which is huge for the industry.
And the investors see that potential clearly.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Getting backing from names like Peter Thiel and Khosla Ventures, that adds some serious weight to their claims. It shows this isn't just fringe science anymore.
Okay, so shifting gears a bit, let's talk about AI and content, because there's a really interesting thing happening with YouTube, a major platform making a pretty big shift in how it deals with all this AI-generated stuff flooding the internet.
Right, the monetization policies.
Exactly. YouTube is doing a complete overhaul. So what exactly are they trying to stop here? And, what does this mean for, the average creator, not just those giant content farms?
Well, fundamentally, YouTube's trying to tackle this whole issue of what's authentic content versus just, algorithmic noise.
Yeah, there's so much noise now.
Exactly. So, starting July 15th, they're tightening the rules for getting paid.
Yeah.
And it's not just targeting videos made entirely by AI. It also hits channels that just pump out slight variations of the same thing or mashups of other people's content with minimal effort.
So low-effort stuff in general.
Precisely. It's about stopping these endless streams of, frankly, low-quality, mass-produced videos from just completely overwhelming genuine creativity on the platform.
Makes sense. How will they even enforce that?
It'll likely be a mix, right? Some automated detection systems looking for patterns, but also human reviewers making judgment calls. They're essentially doubling down on what they've always said creators should do. Make original and authentic stuff.
Oh.
And if you zoom out, this isn't just about cleaning up the platform. It's really about trying to shift the economic incentives.
Back towards real creativity.
Exactly. Push the rewards back towards creators who put in real time, real thought, real effort high-effort, unique work. YouTube's trying to protect its whole ecosystem, really. Maybe starve out those content farm business models. It's a move to keep the platform valuable, make sure quality stuff can still actually find an audience.
Okay, so from digital content, let's pivot to physical tech, hardware. What happens when your phone folds not just once, but twice?
The triple folder.
Yeah. Samsung's Galaxy G Fold. It's not just a rumor anymore. They've confirmed it for late 2025. I mean, it sounds amazing for versatility, right? But I don't know. Is there a risk it's just too complex? Or maybe way too expensive for most people? Could it just be a niche thing for ages?
Yeah, those are definitely the big questions. And Samsung knows it's a calculated risk. The design itself is pretty clever. It's this G shape when it folds inward, so it protects this huge, 10-inch OLED screen.
10 inches, that's tablet territory.
No, totally. And it uses 2 hinges, supposedly very robust ones. We're also hearing leaks about, a titanium aluminum frame, so premium materials, a top-tier Snapdragon chip, the elite class, apparently.
It's a serious performance.
Oh, yeah. And a crazy camera setup, maybe a 200-megapixel main sensor.
Wow.
But like you said, they're being cautious. Production kicks off in September, but the initial launch, just limited release, China and Korea first.
Testing the waters.
Exactly. See how people react, what the demand is actually like before they go global. And this is right after they just launched other foldables like the Z Flip FE, which is much cheaper, around $900. So they're playing at both ends of the market. What really stands out, though, is Samsung betting big but carefully on this G Fold, which, estimates put around $3,000.
$3,000. Oof.
I know. But think about the potential convergence here. It's not just about folding. It's form and function. Imagine one device, small enough for your pocket.
Right.
Then unfolds into this massive 10-inch screen you could actually do professional design work on, maybe.
Okay, I see that.
And then maybe folds again into a different shape that's perfect for watching movies.
Yeah.
All in one gadget. No need for a separate phone, tablet, maybe even small laptop.
That is compelling if it works smoothly.
Exactly. If it catches on, Samsung could completely redefine mobile multitasking, set a totally new bar for device innovation. They could really lead the foldable race in a way nobody else is even close to right now.
Okay, we've talked AI creating content, but what about AI solving problems? Like really hard problems, stuff that stumps even smart humans.
Like deep math problems.
Exactly. Which brings us to Harmonic AI, co-founded by Vlad Tenev, the CEO of Robinhood.
Right, I saw that.
They just raised $100 million at a valuation of $875 million.
Just shy of the unicorn mark.
Yeah, apparently Tenev even mentioned staying under $1 billion was kind of intentional. But anyway, this makes me think back to my own painful struggles with calculus.
I think many of us can relate.
So how are they actually tackling what's always been a huge weakness for AI models? Like rigorous, logical, mathematical reasoning.
That is precisely the nut they're trying to crack. Harmonic AI is building systems specifically designed for mathematical rigor. Their main product is called Aristotle. And the whole point is for it to produce mathematical proofs that are actually verifiable, step-by-step, logical chains.
Verifiable proofs, not just answers.
Exactly. Aiming for a totally new level of reliability compared to current AI, which often hallucinates or makes logical leaps, especially in math. Their big, ambitious mission. They call it building mathematical superintelligence.
Whoa.
Yeah. They see it as the next generation of AI, fundamentally grounded in the certainty of mathematics, not just pattern matching on language. And the real breakthrough they're shooting for is AI solving math problems that are literally beyond current human capability.
So not just solving existing problems faster, but solving new problems.
Potentially, yes. Think about the applications. Blockchain security relies heavily on complex math. Aerospace calculations need to be perfect. Financial modeling.
Fields where mistakes are catastrophic.
Exactly. So if they can create AI that reasons reliably in math, maybe even superhumanly, imagine the breakthroughs that could unlock in fundamental physics or complex engineering challenges. We can move past limitations that currently hold us back.
Okay, lots of deep stuff there. Let's switch gears one more time for some quick hits. Just a rapid rundown of other big tech news you should probably have on your radar. First up, FinTech. Revolut, the UK fintech company, they're now reportedly seeking a huge $65 billion valuation. That's up from $45 billion.
Wow, $65 billion. That would make them one of Europe's biggest tech firms, easily.
AI products are flying out the door. Perplexity, the AI search engine, they just launched their own web browser called Comet. But it's for their high-tier subscribers, the $200 a month ones.
Interesting move, bundling a browser. And Mistral, the French AI startup. Rumors are they might raise up to $1 billion soon. the AI funding race is definitely not slowing down.
Mobility news. Tesla applied to start testing robotaxis in Phoenix, Arizona.
Following Austin.
Yeah.
And going head-to-head with Waymo there.
Yep. And get this, Amazon just launched a 10-minute delivery service over in New Delhi.
10 minutes, the quick commerce competition is just intense.
Some leadership and company updates. Linda Yaccarino is out as CEO of X, formerly Twitter, after about 2 years.
Yeah, that was a relatively short tenure.
Meanwhile, SpaceX is reportedly selling another $1 billion in shares, pushing their valuation up to an incredible $400 billion.
Just astronomical numbers for SpaceX.
More AI in action. Elon Musk's other company, XAI, released Grok 4. And they've got a new subscription tier, Super Grok Heavy, for $300 a month.
Premium AI access.
And a Microsoft exec, Judson Alsop, apparently mentioned that AI actually helped Microsoft save over $500 million last year.
$500 million in savings. That shows the internal efficiency gains are real.
And speaking of AI doing things, Dubai is opening a restaurant with an AI chef, Chef Ayman, though human staff will actually assemble the plates based on the AI's menu.
Get an AI chef. Okay,
Right.
That's a novel application.
And finally, just a note that the super exclusive Allen & Company conference is happening right now in Sun Valley.
Ah, yes, the Billionaires Summer Camp.
Yeah.
Where big deals often get started.
Right. And one last tool, Guides AI. It helps people create video guides instantly, apparently 11 times faster than doing it manually.
Useful for training and tutorials, I imagine.
Wow, that was a lot.
Yeah.
So what does all this actually mean for you listening? We've covered innovation from like the microscopic level of drug crystals forming in space all the way to the huge scale of AI tackling pure mathematics and reshaping the digital content world.
Yeah, looking at the bigger picture here, the lines between what's, science fiction, what's possible, and what's actually happening next, they're blurring incredibly fast. Faster than ever, it feels like. So as you kind of mull over all these rapid changes that we talked about, maybe consider this question. How are all these seemingly separate advancements? Microgravity labs making drugs, phones folding 3 ways, AI fighting content spam on one hand while mastering math on the other. How might all these threads actually converge? How could they combine to reshape our everyday lives and maybe the whole structure of our economy just in the next few years? Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.